Mercedes has made a shocking move that could change everything for Lewis Hamilton in 2025. With new strategies and decisions, the team's future is looking different than ever. This bold step raises questions about Hamilton's career and the direction of the team. Fans are eager to know how this will impact the upcoming seasons and Hamilton's chances for another title. So, let's dive into this video today to find out what this means for Hamilton and Mercedes. Recently, Mercedes admitted to a major error with Lewis Hamilton's race strategy at the F1 Singapore Grand Prix, leaving the seven-time world champion frustrated. Starting in third position after a strong qualifying session, Hamilton ended up finishing sixth, behind his teammate, George Russell. The problem began when Mercedes decided to put Hamilton on soft tires, which forced him to pit early on lap 17. This strategy backfired as it put him at a disadvantage. Over the team radio, Hamilton expressed his anger, saying Mercedes was killing him with the offset strategy. After the pit stop, Hamilton was left on older hard tires, which made him vulnerable to attacks from other drivers, including future Ferrari teammate Charles Leclerc, who passed him in the final laps of the race. After the race, Mercedes admitted that their strategy was wrong and had cost Hamilton a better result. This misstep added to Hamilton's frustrations as he continues to push for better performance in the upcoming races. Moreover, Wolff openly admitted that they made the wrong decision with Hamilton's strategy during the Singapore Grand Prix. "It was a painful evening for us," Wolff said. Starting from third and fourth positions, the team had higher expectations than a P4 and P6 finish. The wrong tire choice. Mercedes believed that starting Hamilton on soft tires would give him an advantage at the start, based on their past experiences where track position was critical. However, this strategy failed as they struggled with rear tire management, causing Hamilton to drop back in the race. In hindsight, Wolff acknowledged that Hamilton should have started on medium tires. Wolff admitted that the team's current challenge lies with hot, demanding tracks like Singapore and Baku, where managing traction is critical. Despite these struggles, he emphasized that there are no excuses and they must find a way to improve their performance. Mercedes is now focusing on the upcoming race in Austin, where they plan to bring an update in hopes of improving their performance. After the race, both Hamilton and Russell, who were exhausted from the heat, did not speak to the media as they were recovering from borderline heat stroke. After a challenging race at the Singapore Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton opened up about his mixed emotions. According to Mercedes' post-race press release, Hamilton acknowledged the difficulties his team faced due to their strategy choice, which ultimately didn't work out as expected. Hamilton said, "It's hard to describe the range of emotions you feel when we have a difficult race like that. This year continues to be a testing one for everyone, but we are all pushing as hard as we can." He emphasized that although the team's strategy didn't deliver the desired results, they entered the weekend with the best intentions. Despite the frustrations, Hamilton stressed the importance of teamwork and resilience. "We don't always get things right, and that was the case today with our strategy," he said. However, he remained optimistic, highlighting that they would analyze and refocus ahead of the next race in Austin. Looking ahead, Hamilton expressed confidence in his team's ability to bounce back. "We will head to Austin with energy, drive, and determination," he noted, hoping to make improvements and take a step forward with the car. Further, Hamilton found himself in a tough position at the Marina Bay Street Circuit during the Singapore Grand Prix. Mercedes took a bold gamble by starting the 39-year-old on used soft tires, hoping he could quickly gain track position over Max Verstappen or pole sitter Lando Norris. This aggressive strategy aimed to capitalize on an early safety car, which would have played into Hamilton's hands, but it never happened. With no safety car to support the plan, Hamilton had to put in earlier than most competitors for fresh tires. This left him on older tires by the race's end, causing him to slip down the order. Despite starting from third, Hamilton finished in sixth place, trailing behind Ferrari's Charles Leclerc, who had started from ninth. Hamilton, like his teammate George Russell, skipped post-race media duties, but a statement was later released by Mercedes. "It's hard to describe the range of emotions you feel when we have a difficult race like that," Hamilton said. Mercedes' shocking interest in poaching Max Verstappen for 2026. The second big story revolves around Mercedes' surprising interest in signing Max Verstappen for the 2026 season. With Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari creating a vacancy at Mercedes, many drivers were vying for the seat. After much speculation, Mercedes' team principal Toto Wolff eventually chose young Andrea Kimi Antonelli for 2025. However, before making this decision, Wolff made several attempts to lure Verstappen from Red Bull, but these efforts were ultimately unsuccessful. Despite failing to sign Verstappen for 2025, Mercedes hasn't given up. Bradley Lord, Mercedes communications director, revealed that the team is still pursuing Verstappen for the 2026 season. They believe that the new regulations coming into effect that year might boost Mercedes' performance, potentially making them an attractive option for Verstappen. Though Verstappen is under contract with Red Bull until the end of the 2028 season, Wolff is hopeful that Red Bull's current issues might make Verstappen reconsider. Despite Red Bull's dominance in recent years, the team has faced some challenges this season, and Wolff believes this might sway the three-time F1 champion to switch teams. Verstappen has previously stated that not even a $250 million offer would convince him to leave Red Bull, but the situation could change by 2026. If Verstappen declines, Mercedes will stick with their current drivers, George Russell and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, extending their partnership into 2026. Despite qualifying 7th in Baku, Mercedes made a bold decision to start Lewis Hamilton from the pit lane. The reason behind this was Mercedes' choice to give Hamilton a new power unit to ensure a more reliable performance for the rest of the year. Due to an engine failure earlier in Australia, the team knew that this decision was inevitable. By adding a new engine to his component pool, Mercedes aimed to avoid further complications down the line. However, starting from the pit lane was a strategic compromise they had to accept. The third major story centers around the troubled floor upgrade Mercedes introduced at the Belgian Grand Prix, Spa. Just before the summer break, Mercedes unveiled an upgraded floor, hoping it would boost their performance for the rest of 2024. However, during practice sessions at Spa, the car's behavior became confusing and unpredictable, prompting Mercedes to remove the floor before the race. Although the Spa debut was troublesome, Mercedes believed in the floor's potential and continued to test it. The team ran back-to-back experiments with the new floor at the Dutch and Italian Grand Prix. Initially, the results seemed promising, and Mercedes decided to race with the floor. However, despite their optimism, the performances were underwhelming compared to the previous races, where Hamilton and teammate George Russell had shown more strength. Before the summer break, Mercedes decided not to take the controversial Spa floor to the Baku Grand Prix. Instead, they aimed to evaluate the performance of the W5 without the new floor in order to understand its capabilities better. However, the weekend in Baku was filled with fluctuating fortunes for the team, leaving them with unclear performance patterns. As a result, they opted to revert to the old floor for the Singapore Grand Prix as well. This decision to stick with the older design was influenced by logistics and the availability of spare parts, especially with back-to-back races occurring. The team faced challenges in managing the complexities of running two races in quick succession, while also working on upcoming upgrades. As the factory focused on designing a new, upgraded floor for the United States Grand Prix, the Spa floor has effectively been consigned to history. Unless the upcoming Austin design proves to be a total failure, it seems unlikely that the Spa floor will make a comeback. Mercedes boss Toto Wolff acknowledged that the balance problems the team has been grappling with in the W5 appear to be common to both the old and new floors. Reflecting on the situation in Baku with the old floor, Wolff noted that the team still experienced the same balance performance issues as with the new design. He emphasized the need to address these balance concerns moving forward. In Singapore, we still have the same floor that we need to race with, he stated, but expressed optimism for the future. Looking ahead to the United States Grand Prix, Wolff indicated that a new specification of the car would likely debut. Trackside engineering director Andrew Chauvelin confirmed that the upcoming upgrades would represent a significant step forward. So, what do you think of the shocking move of Mercedes with Hamilton that changes everything for 2025? Comment below your views and subscribe for more.